Good morning, friends, and welcome back. So today's class is going to be a more intermediate or advanced practice. So I do recommend that you have, a comfortable yoga practice, a stronger yoga practice, because I'm not going to be taking quite as much time to explain things during transitions and postures. There are going to be a couple of new things we're doing today, which I will do my best to explain, because you just may not have come into contact with some of these postures before, or at least just one. We're also not including a traditional warm up for this practice. So I recommend that you do your little own warm up routine, or you can head on over to one of my other videos called Daily Movement Flow, and that has everything that you would need to be warmed up for this class today. This will be a briefer class, but running about 30 minutes. So with those two practices conjoined, that'll take you into a nice solid 30-minute yoga practice, 60-minute yoga practice. Other than that, all you will need today is a block and a little bit of space around your mat, and we will go ahead and get started. As I said, we're not going to be doing a traditional warm-up, but we do want to take some time to connect with the breath and to bring us into this space, this mindset for movement and intention. So find your most comfortable seat. Allow yourself to ground down, soften and close the eyes. And just take a few clearing breaths. So we're not trying to control the breath yet, but just using it to wash away tension, to find presence within your body. And then slowly start to connect with your natural rhythm of breath. Just observing as it comes and goes, where you feel it within the body, and where within the body you might be feeling a little tense, maybe a little shaky. And those areas of tension, remember, are just spots of energy, whether it's built up energy, stagnant energy, or a place that just needs a little extra energetic attention. So as we breathe here, just observing and scanning through, notice where those energy spots are coming up for you. Gradually start to deepen, expanding and extending each inhale and exhale. Making each round of breath a little longer, a little fuller than the previous. Continue allowing yourself to settle within the body. And for this next round, we'll breathe deeply in through the nose. We'll exhale nice and long through the mouth. Take another inhale. Exhale, relax your shoulders down and lower your chin to the chest, allowing the back of the neck to stretch out. With the head hanging, you can slowly flutter open the eyes. Inhale, that right ear up and over the right shoulder. So we're hanging the head off to the side. Shoulders are still relaxed. Breathe in. Exhale, roll the chin back to the chest. Inhale to the opposite side. Another breath in. And exhale, rolling back down. Inhale, bring your gaze back through center. And exhale. Hands release to the side, palms face the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Take your right wrist in your left hand and gently extend your hand upward and begin to stretch out laterally. So we're extending through the right side body. Keep the chin lifted from the chest. And the shoulders are still staying plugged down. We're not reaching the shoulders up to the ceiling. We're finding length through the side body and through the fingertips. Inhale, lengthen out. Taking your left wrist in the right hand. Inhale, reach up and over. Breathing. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands coming into the heart. As the hands come down, go ahead and release them just behind the hips, fingertips facing diagonally out to the far corners of the mat, and just gently guide your upper body forward, eventually coming up onto fingertips as we begin to fold deeper over the feet. Keeping a nice flat back, so chin lifted from the chest, belly is tucking up and in. Inhale, move through center. Exhale. Breathe in deep. Exhale, and we'll twist to the right. Nice gentle twist starting at the waist. We'll take a couple of breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale through center. Reverse the cross of your feet. Hands come behind the hips, fingertips facing out to the corners. Breathe in. Flat back, exhale, leading with your heart. Begin folding forward, coming up onto your fingers as you come down. Using the hands grounded on the mat as a little anchor point. Belly is tucking up and in. Inhale through center. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale, twisting to the left. Couple breaths. Breathe in. And exhale the center. We're going to bring the legs out in front. Pelvis is tilting back, tailbone reaching back. Feet are flexed. Inhale, reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders, hands come apart. Staff pose, arms overhead. Tuck the navel to the spine. Spine is nice and tall, chin lifted from the chest. Breathe in. As we exhale, we're going to turn to the left, opening the arms to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, untwist, arms forward. Inhale, arms reach back up. Exhale, relax your shoulders, nice strong core. Breathe in. Exhale, twisting to the right, arms opening. Breathe in. Exhale, untwist, arms forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, extend the upper body forward and soften, fold down over the legs. You can pedal out the feet here. Hopefully you've already included a bit of warm up, so not spending too much time into the back of the legs now. We're taking a few deep breaths in this fold. And think more about length through the spine than folding toward the legs. nose to toes. Inhale, look to the toes, look towards the top of the mat, strong belly. Next breath in, reaching all the way up to that arms overhead staff pose. Really root those thighs down into the mat. Feel the extension. Breathing in, and then exhale, hands down, soften into the body. We're going to make our way into a tabletop position. We're going to be beginning our flow right from here. So I want you to take your block and just have it off to the left side of your mat. And come onto hands and knees. We're going to do a few quick circles up and around the wrists, just in case you hadn't included that in your own warm-up, because we will be moving through just a couple of vinyasas today. Come to the tops of the hands, gently circle around, both at once or one at a time. Shake out the hands. Back in table, inhale through cow. Exhale to cat, navel to the spine. 3 more times. Last round, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, moving back into table. Make sure that left hip is stacking over the left knee. And if you have a wall next to you like I do, you might want to scoot to the left side of the mat just a little bit. Come to fingertips, belly is tucking in. We're going to extend that right leg off to the side, toes pointing toward the front of the mat. As we bring our left hand over underneath the left shoulder, this is where you can use your block under the hand if you need it. We're going to inhale and extend that right hand to the ceiling. As the hand comes up, push your hip bones forward. We're going to breathe here. Turn your right palm to the left side of the mat and extend the fingertips over toward that side. Really ground that right foot down into that baby toe side of the right foot. Hip bones still pressing toward the top of the mat. And maybe squeezing that left glute a little bit. Inhale, bring that right hand up. Exhale, hand to the hip. Come onto those left fingertips, either on the block or on the floor. We're going to gently move that right foot in front of us, setting up for a half split. Right hand comes down first on the outside of that right leg. Inhale, windmill that left arm up and around and forward to frame that right leg. As that left hand comes forward, square off the hips and fold down. Breathing into the back of the right leg. Making sure we're staying lifted off of that left side. Right hip pulling back, left hip forward. Left hand will plant to the mat or on the block to the inside of the right leg for a twist. Inhale, right hand either to the hip or straight up to the ceiling. Breathe. Press your heart in toward the center. Breathing in. Exhale, right hand down. Both hands under the shoulders here. Tuck your belly to the spine, navel to the spine, and we're going to start to drag the right foot backwards. Plant your palms. Coming back through table and bending the right knee and lifting the leg behind. Almost as if we were coming into a donkey kick, but we're really bending into that right knee, sending the heel toward the bum. And then extend that right foot back. Squeeze the glute, bend into the knee. Try to keep the weight equal between the left leg and the two hands. And we're just opening and bending into this right leg behind us. The next time the knee is bent, we're going to be moving from here into cow face. So left foot on the mat, scoots over to the right a little bit. This bent right knee, we're going to hook behind our grounded left knee. So the legs are crossed behind us. You may have to adjust a little bit as you start to walk the hands back to bring the bum down to the mat. And again, you can have the block wedging underneath your hips here. Settle into the mat, adjusting the feet. They don't have to be perfect, but remember, we try to align the feet here. And breathe. Feel that intensity, the stretch in the hips. And really take these few initial breaths to allow the tailbone to ground down, allowing gravity to really do a lot of the work here. Trying not to tense up. We're going to slowly bring the arms in front of the face, left arm hooking under the right, option to cross at the wrists for our eagle arms. Keeping the belly and core engaged. We're going to lift the elbows, feeling the shoulder blades slide down the back. Extend the fingertips forward. Breathing here, nice deep breaths. Slowly bend the elbows, bringing the arms down and unwinding the arms. And this next transition can be a little bit awkward. We're going to be bringing both of our hands over to the outer right hip, planting them on the mat. As we shift our weight into this right hip, and I'm sorry, my back is to you, we're going to be flattening our left foot on the mat and extending the right leg off to the side. So you might have to adjust the hips a little bit. Right now, my left foot is crossing over my right. Toes are pointing straight to the side. Reaching that left hand up. Exhale, fold yourself forward a little bit, wrapping that left arm in front of the left knee, and reaching for those right toes. It's totally fine if you can't reach the toes. You can just reach in this direction. You're getting a nice good stretch, feeling it in this outer left hip. If you can reach that left foot, we're going to right foot. We're going to come into a little bit of an arm balance. Press that right foot into your left hand. Really press it in, and we're going to lift ourselves up here by pressing that right hand into the mat and really pressing that left foot down as well to lift the right hip off the mat. This is an advanced balance, so it's okay if you don't lift today. We lower down nice and slow. As we come down, we'll bring that left hand over to the left side. Even out your hips. Left foot is automatically on the outside of this right knee. We'll set up for a twist. Coming right into the twist. Inhale, right hand up into the air. As we exhale, getting ready to twist to the left, we'll bring that elbow to the outer knee, squeezing it into the center as we twist around. Breathing in. Exhale, untwist. Bring your left foot to the inside of that right knee. Let the knee fall open. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, extend forward, fold down. Few big breaths here. Looking toward the top of the mat, start to strengthen up your belly. On an inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands come into the heart. Extend that left leg forward. Give them a nice little wiggle. Hands framing the hips, roll the shoulders down and back, point the toes forward. Inhale, press up into a reverse plank. Try not to lock the elbows, chin tucking to the chest. Squeeze the bum. Trying to bring those toes down to the mat if you can. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower down. We're going to be moving back through that flow just the way we came in. So draw the right foot in and let the knee open to the side. Left leg extends. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, extend forward, fold down. Several breaths here. Getting ready to come up. Feel the belly power up. Inhale, arms reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart. Tuck that right knee up and we'll place the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Inhale, left hand reaches up. Exhale as we twist to the right. We'll bring that left arm to the outside of the right knee for the twist. Breathe in. Exhale, untwisting. Coming back through center. As we move through center, those right toes are going to turn out to the left side of the mat. Left hand will come behind us, and we're going to adjust the hips, shifting them back. So setting up for this arm balance. Forgive me, I forget what it's called. Right toes are turning forward. Left leg extends. We're going to reach that right arm in front of the right knee towards that left foot. And again, if you might not be able to grab the foot, and that's okay. This is a nice good stretch here. You can always reach for the ankle. If you want to take it a little further, we can grab that left foot. Shift your weight forward a little bit. Really press into that left hand and the right foot to lift the hips up the ground, off the ground. Pressing that left foot strongly into the right hand. Breathing in. And exhale, you can lower the bum back down. We're going to be moving right to cow face here. So shifting the hips. We're going to be bending that left knee, stacking that right leg right on top. So take that moment and adjust your hips so you can evenly ground down and begin to even out the feet. And it's okay if they're not completely straight across here, because we want to take those few initial breaths to settle us down, to really allow gravity to put all of this weight into the hips. You might be feeling a lot of intensity, sensation, or stretching, so nice deep breaths here. Slowly bring the arms in front of the face. Right arm hooking under the left, option to cross at the wrists for those eagle arms. Slowly start to lift the elbows. And point the fingers forward. Nice stretch across the back. Keep that weight equal in the low body. And then we'll bend the elbows, lowering the arms. You can release the hands down. Slowly extend that right leg forward. We're going to bring the hands forward. Back into table. This time, that left leg is going to tuck up behind us, squeezing the bum as it comes up. The knee is bent. And then finding that extension. Bend and extend. Belly is tucking up and in underneath. The next time that leg is bent, we're going to tuck that left knee up under the chest, slowly shifting the leg forward. Your hands can come back a little bit. Left foot slides toward the top of that mat. For the half split, you can walk the hands forward. For the fold, just remember to adjust those hips. Left hip pulling back, right hip forward. Planting the right hand either on the block or the mat to the inner left leg. We'll set up for the twist here. Inhale, left hand to the hip or all the way up extending. Bring your torso in toward the center. Breathing in. Exhale, bring that left hand down. And we're going to bring both hands now to the inner left foot and slowly extend that left leg out to the side. Right hand can come off to the side of that right knee. And on an inhale, left hand will once more extend. As the hand comes up, press those hip bones forward. And if you need the block, you can take it under the right hand here. Turn your left palm to face the right side of your mat. And I have the wall inhibiting me here, but we're going to extend that left hand toward the right side. I'm just going to bend my elbow, bringing my hand behind my head so I have a little bit more room. But you can have your arm extended if you don't have a wall in the way. We're still pressing those hips forward, grounding into that baby toe of the left foot. And inhale, left hand extends up. And then slowly bringing that left hand down, moving both hands in front here and both knees back to table. In table, we'll tuck the toes, plant the hands, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Make a little bit of movement here if you need to, lifting and lowering the heels, moving the hips. And then moving through our first vinyasa. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Moving through one vinyasa. Inhale, rippling forward to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to your fingers. And exhale, walking to the top of the mat, folding over the feet. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale to fold. Soften into the knees, rolling up to stand. Arms come out and up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe in and out. Stepping towards the top of the mat if you're not there already. Release the hands down, find mountain. Inhale, arms reach forward and up to frame the ears. Exhale, squatting back to chair. Low belly tucking in, tailbone long. Look forward if you can. We're going to come up, rising to stand. As we come up, shift your weight into the right foot. Extending that right leg and tucking that left knee into the chest. Hands meet overhead. And as we exhale, hands come into the heart. Shift your weight backward. Left knee is still bent. We're going to come through a bent leg, warrior three. Hands into the heart. Slowly extending that left knee back. We're still bending the leg. Squeeze the glutes, belly tucking up and in. Then extend the left leg. Bend the knee. Extend. Bend. Slowly shift your weight forward again, keeping that left knee bent. Right into eagle. Left leg wraps around the right. Option to cross at the ankles. Keeping the hands to the heart. Squeeze the legs together, deepen the squat. Bring your spine as upright as you can. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly start unwinding the legs. And inhale, step that left foot back, grounding the heel and straightening that right leg, setting up for pyramid. So legs are straight. Take a moment to square off those hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Hands are at the heart. Take a breath in and out. Really strong quads here. Inhale. Start extending the spine forward. We're going to reach the arms back as we fold down. Trying to get the crown of the head toward the toes. Keep adjusting those hips. And then slowly you can bring your hands forward and down, framing that right foot. Deepening the fold. On an inhale, bend into that right knee. Left heel lifts. Coming all the way up to a high lunge. Exhale, open the front of the body, leaning back. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands coming all the way down. Frame the right foot. Turn the left foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Right hand to the inner right foot, either on the mat or the block. As we inhale and extend that left arm up, we'll come right into triangle. So opening up through the torso, straightening that right leg. You can use the block under the right hand if you need it. Strong quads. Breathing in. Exhale, left hand down. Turn the left toes forward, lift the heel back to that runner's lunge. Strong legs as we inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe in, shifting your weight forward. Exhale, step forward to mountain. Breathe. Release the hands down. Inhale, reach them up. Exhale, squatting back to chair. Long spine, look forward. Weight is in the heels. Squatting just a little deeper. As we get ready to come up, weight shifts into the left foot. Extending ourselves up, right knee tucks to the chest, hands meet overhead. And then exhale, hands coming into the heart, shifting the torso forward and the right leg back. Remember, the right knee stays bent for this variation of Warrior 3. I'm really trying to lift that right knee behind us. Then we'll find that extension, bend. Extend and bend. Extend, last time. Bend. As the knee is bent, we'll slowly shift our weight forward. Right knee tucks back into the chest as we set up for eagle. And wrapping around that left leg, option to cross at the ankles. Hands stay to the heart. Squeeze the legs together, engage the core. Tricky balance here, breathing through it. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. We're going to stretch that right leg way back, grounding the heel and straightening the left leg, setting up for pyramid. Hands are still into the heart, but take a moment to adjust the hips. Maybe widen out space between the feet. As we inhale, we're going to extend ourselves forward, tailbone reaching back. Hands stay to the heart at first. And once we're about halfway down, reaching those arms back and beginning to deepen the fold. Nice and slow, ease your way into it. Crown of the head reaching toward the toes. Keep those hips adjusting, left hip pulling back. We'll bring the hands down. Breathe. Inhale, bend that left knee and lift the right heel for a runner's lunge. Coming all the way up to that high lunge. Arms reaching up. Open the front of the body, bending back. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands come all the way down. We'll bring the hands to the inner left foot and turn the right foot parallel to that short side of the mat. So left hand on the block or the mat here. And as we inhale to extend that right hand up, we're going to straighten that left leg right to triangle. Really open up through the torso here. Pull that right shoulder back. Belly is tucking in. Strong through the legs. And exhale, right hand down. We're going to frame that left foot, coming back to a runner's lunge. One more time. Inhale, reach up to that high lunge. Exhale, hands coming down. Step back to plank. Breathe in. Exhale through the vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. One more vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, knees down to table. Inhale through cow. Exhale to cat. 2 more times. Moving back into table. Cross the feet behind you. Bum down. Feet forward. Getting ready to wind down here. Half boat position, arms out to the side, nice tall spine. Breathe in and exhale, rounding back. Make sure your block is still available before you come down. Tuck the knees right into the chest here. Take a few moments, really enjoy that whole nice flat surface against your spine, against your back muscles. Rock a little bit from side to side. You can ground the feet for a moment to find your block. We're going to do a little bit of a different twist today. So scoot your bum over to the right side of your mat. We're going to extend the left leg. We're going to place the block just outside this left hip here. Tuck the right knee into the chest. Guiding that right knee with your left hand, your right arm can fall open to the side. We're going to bring the right knee across the body to rest on the block. Keeping that left shoulder grounded. Just breathe here for a few moments. And then we're going to reach that right hand down and bend the left knee, bringing the foot into the right hand. So we're bringing in a little bit of a stretch to the left leg. Option here with that right knee on the block to extend the right leg out to the side. And you can kind of just support the back of this right leg, maybe the back of the calf with your left hand. That right shoulder is still glued into the mat. And if at any point this is too intense, you can bend that right knee again. So slowly soften the right leg. You can release the left foot. Right knee still on the block. Take a breath in. Exhale, untwisting, come back flat to the mat. Even out the hips for a moment. Bring your knees together and the feet to the long edges of the mat here. We're just going to stretch out that low back. So just a few breaths. And then shifting your bum to the left side of the mat. Right leg will extend. Block moves to the outer right hip. Left arm can relax, and we're going to tuck that left knee into the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, guiding that left knee across the body and resting it on the block. I'm just hanging out here for a moment or two. Left shoulder is grounded. And just breathing. You can slowly reach that left hand down. And then bending that right knee, kicking the foot back into the left hand. Take a few breaths here before moving into the rest of the posture, which this part is totally optional. So you're keeping that left knee on the block. We can begin to straighten that left leg to the side. And again, using the right hand just as a little bit of support in the back of the leg. Left shoulder is still grounded. We're just breathing and enjoying a nice complex twisting stretch here. And slowly soften that left leg, bending the knee again. Releasing that right foot. That left knee is still on the block. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly untwist. Evening out the hips. Bring those knees together again. Feet toward the long edges of the mat. And just release into the low back. Slowly slide the feet forward, coming right into Shavasana. Shoulder blades tuck under. Palms face the ceiling. Soften or close your eyes. Slowly begin taking control of your breath. Just as we did in the beginning of class, expanding and extending through the inhales and exhales. We'll take one more very deep breath in, exhaling through the mouth, and then I want you to release your control of the breath completely. So nice long inhale. Surrender your breath, your body and your thoughts. How fully can you give yourself over to Shavasana, to stillness and quiet? Allowing the breath to deepen again and inviting awareness back to your body. Wiggle out your toes and your fingers. Rock your head gently from side to side. Inhale, reach and extend your arms up overhead, lengthen out the whole body. Exhale to soften. Bring your knees to the chest one more time. Give yourself a squeeze, a nice big hug. And find those words of kindness just for yourself, of gratitude and acceptance. Whenever you're ready, rolling to one side. Using an inhale, make your way up to a seated position. We'll bring the hands into the heart. And if you care to join me, we'll end this practice with a round of Om. Nice deep breath in. Exhale all the stale air. One more inhale for Om. Great work today, everyone. I thank you so much for all of your continued support and for following along with me today. I look forward to our next class. Namaste.